Hey there, Springfield and Facebook friends, specifically our Springfield Support Local Facebook group. My name is Greg Bukovatz. I helped start this group, and I am a local business owner. I own a digital marketing company here in town, Ninja Bomb Marketing. We've been in business about 5 years, and recently moved back to the Springfield area about 1 year ago. Today with me on this Zoom interview, I've got Chad Burkholder, who's married to Charity Burkholder here in Springfield. They own Jumping Jacks Event Rentals. Hey there, Chad. How are you today?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing great. So I wanted to invite you on this just for a few minutes so we can kind of talk about you and your business and just specifically about what you guys have to offer. So I mentioned you guys own Jumping Jacks Event Rentals, which I think most of us have heard of you guys before. We've seen the name around town. I want to know what specifically do you love about the bounce house industry? Why do you guys do this?
Well, we started off about 15 years ago. A friend of mine owned the business, and I would go and help him, just a little extra money, high school student, college, just anytime he had some event going on. And as the years went on, I ended up buying it from him. And I used to think it wasn't a big deal, but since buying the business, I love it. I'm ready to do it all the time. Obviously, the COVID-19 thing kind of messed some of it up for this month, but one thing I really love about it is whenever we pull up to people's houses and the excitement the kids have seeing us pull up. And so to encourage that, my wife is a designer, and I had her design up a wrap on our trailer that would let people know what we're doing. It's not just a logo, it's pictures of what we have. It's very colorful. And so when we pull up to someone's house or place of business, we want people to know who's there and why we're here. So that as we got the truck, the kids are in the window usually, or running out the lawn. What'd you bring? What'd you bring? How big is it?
Yeah.
And everything. And so it's always fun to see that. We love to see the kids enjoy that. And then the parents, in addition to that, they like that their kids are excited. It makes them feel like the money's well spent. They're making memories with their kids playing and everything. So
that's awesome. So you were telling me a little bit ago, you guys have been in the business about 15 years now. So that's awesome. I mean, a lot of small businesses they don't make it. They don't make it past like the 2-year mark. So you guys have definitely you become veterans, longtime business owners. Here in Springfield. What makes your company different than the competitors in the region?
Well, to be honest, I've only owned the business for about 2 years now, and really not much of anything sets us apart up until I purchased business. We really only just had some inflatables and the bare essentials that the kids and stuff would like to have at their events. Right. But since in the last couple of years, what we've done to set ourselves apart is we've strongly focus on customer relationships. Mm-hmm. We intentionally try to schedule our events far enough apart from each other in a certain time frame so that when we're there, we can answer any questions that the parents may have, that the renter, if it's a business, has. We want to just be friends with everybody. This industry is really kind of different in that you're not just going to a store and buying something from somebody. I've learned recently that it's really unique how everybody is very interconnected with everyone. And the more I treat my customers like a friend, the more relationship we have. I mean, it's a lot better for everyone, for them and for me. It helps me give them a above and beyond service that my competitors don't. I don't think they take advantage of that.
Sure, and I'm guessing that probably brings you quite a bit of referrals just because of how you're treating your customers.
Yeah, that's definitely the number one way of getting business is referrals around here. The better you do, the more people want to do
Oh,
business with you.
sure.
Yeah, it's not
Most
always about prices. Always, there's a lot of people out in Springfield, not a lot, but there's a couple people that try to undercut everybody, and they're not making it as far as the people that are just being friends and building relationships.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. I'd rather spend more money with somebody that I'm confident is a good person, is going to do me well, treat me right, give me a quality product than somebody who's going to, give me a better price, but, they don't relate well,
Yeah.
So
And that's one other thing that separates us is we're on that same side. We have one of the easiest refund policies in the industry.
oh, wow.
A lot of people, once you pay your deposit, there's basically no chance of getting that deposit back unless you cancel like several weeks in advance. For the most part, with some exceptions, because of opportunity cost, there's some differences. But for the most part, if you call me a couple of days early and say, hey, we can't make it, my kid's sick, I'll probably just refund the money. I haven't spent any money yet, so it's no money out of my pocket. I mean, like I said, with the few exceptions, if you're calling me on Friday night saying, hey, I don't need the bounce house, we decided to go to the lake, I'm probably going to keep my deposit because I won't be able to rent that out again by the next day. But if within a few days, I'm pretty lenient. We also have a low deposit where normally outside of this the COVID-19 stuff, normally we're just doing a $50 deposit, whereas most people are doing 50% deposit.
Oh, wow.
So
That's awesome.
yeah.
So speaking of COVID-19, with these restrictions in place and everybody in Springfield being told to stay in place at home, that obviously affects everyone, right? We're all getting really familiar with our home territory. How is that specifically affecting your business? Because like you guys go into people's homes and you're taking equipment. I'm sure a lot of the viewers of this video have, if they've had kids, they've taken them to like a jump place before, where they go into a facility and you're just it's kind of every parent's dream. Hey, I can go let my kids run free for a little while, but it's also their worst nightmare because they're looking at it going, oh my gosh, how long has it been since this place has been? How many germs are my kids going to walk away with? Everything that they touch, you're like, I don't know. You guys come in with, inflatables. You guys probably are cleaning them on a regular basis because you're tearing them down, you're putting them back up. You guys have to, put them back up, inflate them when you get them back to your storage. And you guys have a big process for that, right?
Yeah. So we usually try to clean them between each rental. Now, sometimes the weekends, if we rent out like a water slide, once on Saturday and once on Sunday, I'm probably not going to get it super clean or dry in between. I'll get it cleaner, but it's still going to be pretty wet because one day is not enough time to dry those out. So,
Sure.
well, one full day is, but whenever I'm picking up at 8 o'clock at night and going back out at 1 o'clock the next day, there's no drying time. But we did get them clean. But so we try to clean them every week in between the rentals. But we're going above and beyond now. We're only allowing a certain rental so that we have time to do extra cleaning in between each rental. Mm-hmm. And then we're doing additional sanitizing on site. The other thing that we have that no one else has, if talking about separating us from other people, is we're the only company in the area that offers online booking, which allows us to do contactless delivery, where you can go in, you book your bounce house, you can pay for it online, you can sign the contract online, you can leave us a message of where you want us to set it up, maybe even with a picture of your yard. And then we'll just come set it up and we can leave, we'll sanitize it and you can watch us from your house or whatever. Once we're done sanitizing it, you send your kids out, let them have fun. Just your kids. We're with a stay-at-home order, at least in the Greene County and Christian County area. Only your kids are okay. And then whenever the pickup time is there, we'll show up. The kids come off. We'll go in and re-sanitize a little bit for our safety, and then roll it up, and we're done.
That's awesome.
You don't have to contest it. It sounds bad because I really like the interaction with people, but right now that's not a thing we can do. So
no, I think everybody actually appreciates that. It's kind of the next level of care. So let me ask you this: if I had a bunch of kids at home and they're driving me crazy, and I wanted to rent a excuse me, if I want that's not the COVID-19, all right? I'm just gonna say that. I'm not coughing from that, so just a little dry cough this morning. If I wanted to rent a bounce house for the day, to get my kids out of the house and just give them something to do all day long, what did that cost me right now?
So we're running a special. Normally, for the most affordable option is just a bounce house is $115 for 2 hours. Is our normal cost, which is lower than most of our competitors. We're not trying to beat them on anything, but we do have quite a bit of volume. On a normal basis, we have quite a bit of volume that we can offer a lower price and be okay. But for now, until the end of April, any events that are booked until the end of April, we are doing the $115 price. For the 2 hour price, we'll give you the whole day rental. So we'll come out, 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning and pick it up 7 o'clock at night. And you guys can have it all day.
That's amazing.
So that only applies to bounce houses and the combos, the bounce house slide combos. Anything other than that, they're a little bit bigger and more resource intensive for me to be able to do on my own. So those
price goes up a little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody understands that. No worries. Awesome. Well, Chad, is there anything else that would be relevant to share to those who are viewing this video?
I'd say the only other relevant thing is we talked to the city about whether we were considered an essential business, and they were very vague on their answer. They didn't say no, but they didn't say no. They didn't say definitely yes either as far as us being essential. So we are erring on the side of parents probably think we're essential.
Yes, sanity is essential.
Yeah, sanity is essential. And with everyone staying home, so our procedure right now is if you want to rent, we will bring a bounce house out to you, unless we get pulled over by an authority and they tell us for sure not to, in which case we'll let everyone know that that's the case. But as far as the city, the people answering the emails and the phones go, they didn't say no, so or that we're not essential, because we are delivering to houses, and that was an exempt deal. If you're outside of the Greene and Christian County area, then it doesn't matter either way, but we're allowed to leave the county. So
and it sounds like you guys are crossing your T's and dotting your I's as far as sanitation, as far as you yourself being in contact with those who are seeing everything kind of be done online and via phone. So sounds like I said, like you guys kind of have all of your ducks in a row.
Yeah. So whether the police force out on the street has the same information I do, that's where we're not sure.
Yeah. I haven't seen anybody pulling anybody over yet.
No, I don't think they will, but just in case, I wanted to make sure.
Sure. All right. Well, Chad, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. And I look forward to actually getting to meet you in person once all this stuff kind of passes over. So hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and take care.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.